Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Welcome if you're new. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and let's get right into today's video. I'm so happy to do this voiceover. I don't know why, but I have such a boost of energy today. It could be because of the large cup of iced coffee I had this morning, but I have so much energy. This is my second voiceover I'm doing today. I did a voiceover earlier this morning. I recorded a video really quick today, which is the video I'm going to be showing you today. I edited it really quick, and now I'm back to do a second voiceover. I just feel so proud when I feel like I'm having such a productive day. And this is definitely one of those days because I've been not really in the mood, especially when it's super rainy and gloomy. I just want to lay in the bed all day. But today was a good day, and jumping right into today's set. So as you guys just saw me do, I did some nail prep, quote unquote nail prep, because I only buff over the surface just to remove the nail shine. I feel like when I prepped my nails in my last video, that was good enough, and I'm back really quick to do a video, so I didn't really need to do any prep. And for my nails, I'm going to be using the Press It kit from Not Polish. These are not Gel X nails, so I would consider this as a Gel X dupe in a way, but I really like these because the quality is amazing. I feel like these nails are super sturdy, and just like the Gel X nails, they're really easy to apply. You can use these as press-on nails. Of course, you would do all of the prep and things that you would do underneath it before applying them. Also, I feel like these are the longest nails that I have that's not pre-French tip designs, that don't have a French tip design already on them. So I went with these, and I'm going to be applying them just like Gel X nails. And then I also have the Press It glue from Not Polish to pair with this. It has such a thick consistency, which is great for adding structure to your nails or stability. Before I do apply them, of course, I did go ahead and pick out my sizes, making sure they fit sidewall to sidewall. And then I did have to customize my pinky a little bit. It was a little bit too big, so I took my hand file and just kind of customized it, made it smaller around the nail bed area. And then I'll go in and apply it just like I always do. So to apply them, like I said, I'm using the Press It glue, and I just put a little bit inside of the nail bed area of the nail. Starting at my cuticle, I press it down towards the free edge. Once I see that all of the product has spread across the entire nail bed, that's when I give the nails a flash cure for about 15 seconds and then move on to the next. And once I have them all applied, I do cure them for another 30 seconds in my bigger light, just to make sure everything is nice and cured. And if you guys do end up liking these nails, I do have a discount code that you guys can use on the Not Polish website, which is nails by Key10, and it will save you 10% off your entire order. But yeah, I really love these. I feel like the Gel X press dupe is a nice way to do your nails at home. If you don't know how to apply acrylic, or if you don't like the smell, if you don't know how to work with polygel, or you can't lay it as nice, this is a very easy way to do your nails at home, and it look very professional, because applying these nails with gel is very easy, especially when you've done it a couple times. So it just becomes muscle memory to you. And honestly, they don't take that long to apply at all. If you are going to prep your nails and apply them to both hands, I feel like it wouldn't take you no more than 20 minutes, 10 for each hand. However, it may take you longer doing your dominant hand because it just takes a little bit more work. But overall, these are a quick way to do your nails at home, and I absolutely love them. And so yeah, once I got them all applied, like I said, I did cure them for another 30 seconds, and then now I am going to file. One thing about these nails, I feel like I do have to file them a little bit more than I would any other nail. And on the box it does say square, but once I finish shaping them, getting them crisp how I like, I would say these are a nice tapered square or coffin, not necessarily square. So keep that in mind if you do purchase these. I don't remember if they have different shapes on the website, but I know for sure this one doesn't really give me square vibes, which I didn't mind at all. They were honestly perfect, and like I said, the quality is really great. I feel like they don't bend easily. They're super super but the main thing is they apply easy, just like a press or a Gel X nail, which is super easy, and a lot of you guys have been doing at home. So yeah, super easy, and I will have these linked down below. Once I'm done using my hand file, like always, I like to go in with an e-file just to file around the cuticle area. With these, I do feel like my application was pretty good. So for the most part, I'm just thinning that area out and removing the like spilt product. And then here's how the nails look. So I know a lot of people buff over the surface because when you are applying gel polish, it's always best to remove that shine before going in with the base coat or polish because it adheres a lot better. I usually don't, only because like I say a lot, I don't keep these nails on very long, so I don't have to worry about like the long lastingness of the gel polish. But I did go ahead and buff over the surface so you guys can see how they would look, and they look phenomenal. I love these so much, so yeah, I definitely would recommend these. But now that we got them all applied, prepped, and nice, I'm going to be taking 2 gel polishes, one from Nail Reserve and also the other from Madam Glam, which I do have a discount code for both of them. They will be on the screen and also down below, so make sure to check the description box for all of the links and discount codes. And I'm just going to be starting off with some simple gel bases. I'm going to be using this cream color over my index, middle, and ring finger, and then I'm going to use that darker color on my pinky. It's definitely been a while since I did like plain gel polish design nails. And I was messing up my cuticle areas a lot, but I couldn't really get close to my cuticles unless I get it on my skin. So what I did, I just went ahead and covered that area and then later went back to clean it up before I cure. And so I'll let this part here play out. If you guys are enjoying the video so far, make sure to go ahead and give it a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and leave a comment down below. It would really help me out a lot. With these gels I picked out, I only did 1 coat because they were pretty opaque, and once I cured them, I did go ahead and pull out my airbrush system once again. Once I did those like airbrush Y2K brown French tip nails, I honestly was obsessed with using this. So I'm putting it together and I'm going to use it again for today's set. And in my last video, I did say I was going to link it. This is the airbrush I got from Temu once I did like their sponsored videos. But when I went back to the same link, it says this airbrush was discontinued. So unfortunately, you will not be able to purchase this exact one unless it's like under another link. But I will try to find a very similar one this time and link it down below. So for my mixture, I am mixing up the darker gel polish because I'm going to be using that one over my lighter nails. I know the last time I used it, I wanted to make sure that the color showed up a little bit more. So for this mixture, I did add a lot more gel polish and less acetone. And like, I'm still not really sure, but it seemed to work for me when the mixture just seems a tad bit thick. Because if it's too watery, it's just not going to work. It may create air bubbles. And that mixture actually worked pretty good because as you see, I'm spraying it on the nail and it's the same color I expected it to be. And I'm just going to be doing like an ombre. So for this nail, I'm going to put the color more saturated towards the bottom and then ombre it up like towards the top of the nail. And since you are still using gel polish, I do cure for 30 seconds. And then I went back over it with another layer just because I wanted the bottom part, like towards the tip, to be like really saturated and really brown. I think I ended up doing 3 layers, but I only showed 2 on camera, and this is how the third layer ended up. On my ring finger, you can see a little bit of air bubbles, but it wasn't really that noticeable, and I still think the nails turned out pretty good. So once I was finished with those, I did go ahead and clean out my airbrush system and I used another color, and this is just that lighter shade I use as my other base nails. I'm just going to be doing like a quick Aurora like center ombre on my pinky nail, which again turned out pretty good, and I did about 2 coats, which you guys see here. Now moving on to my middle finger, this has got to be one of my favorite nails that I did. And also I do want to clarify that I did not come up with this on my own. I did want to recreate a design I saw on Pinterest. I just wanted to make that known. But I did have these like angel baroque style stickers, and I put an angel right in the middle. Next, I'm going to be taking my Kiara Flex Gel and I'm going to be doing some 3D nail art. This was one of the most challenging parts of this design. Even though this flex gel is easy to work with, it does become a little bit sticky if I work with it too much. So you see me just like, I kept re-rolling it out because it was super uneven throughout the script or how I wanted it to be. And so I just end up putting it back into a ball and just re-rolling it out. Eventually I did end up trying some of the glue gel from makartt, but that was just not sticking at all. I don't think I showed that part because it didn't end up working. I end up switching back to my Kiara Flex Gel, and that's what I end up using. So I'm not going to spend too much time like showing my mistakes. But I will let this part here play out because I feel like I've been talking way too much. Like I said, I have such a boost of energy. But yeah, once I got it, it was looking pretty nice, and I just love this process once I was done with it. So basically the main problems I was having was it being too sticky to where I couldn't really place it on the nail, but once I placed it on the nail, it wasn't like sticking to my nails, so it was just really hard. But then I thought about how like it's not gonna mess up until I actually cure it. Like it's not gonna, you know, be cured until I cure it. So once I put it on the nail, It was a little bit sloppy, but I could fix it up using my brush, which I did have a little bit of alcohol on my brush, and I just went ahead and like fixed it up a little bit, just moved it to where I wanted it to be, which it ended up working out pretty good. So once I was satisfied with how it looks, I went ahead and cured it for 30 seconds. And then I'm going to be taking the Kiara Sky Rub On Chrome Top Coat and just going over the outside of it and also on top of the 3D nail art. And that's where I'm going to be putting my chrome. The bottle of the rub-on chrome says to cure it for 30 seconds in the light, which I went ahead and cured it. And for the chrome, I'm going to be using the gold chrome from Kiara Sky. This is my absolute favorite gold chrome to use. Like every time I use gold chrome is this one. It's just so pretty and it just rubs on so effortless, especially paired with the Kiara Sky rub-on chrome top coat. And the name of the chrome powder is 24K, I believe. I'll have it linked down below either way. But I just love this process. Like applying it was so satisfying because it only went where I put on that rub on top coat, which was just so satisfying to see like the finished product. So again, this is definitely one of the products I will have to recommend if you guys haven't got any like this, or if you've been eyeing it. Like it is just so perfect in every way. After doing some cleanup and dusting away the extra dust, on the rub-on chrome top coat bottle, it does say you can use this as a top coat, and I like to use this top coat specifically when I use rub-on chrome powder, because I would hate to use my regular top coat and get like the chrome back into the bottle. So I just specifically use this as like the base for my rub-on chrome and also the top coat to seal everything in. And I did not want to mess this up, so I went ahead and top coated it before I moved on to the next nail. So I've taken out some items, some nail decor that I'm gonna be putting on my nail, and this was the most frustrating part. It wasn't like too bad, but in the moment it was just like really frustrating. So I'm gonna be using a different top coat. This is like a normal top coat. I'm gonna be putting some on my ring finger, and I haven't cured it yet because I'm gonna be placing some of these gold rhinestones into it, which I will be making sort of like a smile line using these rhinestones. And this was so tedious. It was like really, not really frustrating, but it was so hard trying to find like the smaller sizes and all of these other bigger ones. And I'm pretty sure I had one container where the sizes were all sorted out, but I couldn't find it. So this was the only one I had to use. But eventually I did figure it out. I only showed one side on camera because finding the rest was definitely a hard task. And also, since I was applying this to the top coat, it was like it kept sliding all over the place. So that was also another task in itself. But once I did this side here, I'm showing you guys I didn't cure just yet. I went ahead and did my other side really quickly off camera, and then once I straightened everything up, I did go ahead and cure in the light and moved on to my next nail. So my pinky was pretty much self-explanatory. I just went ahead and let that one play out. For my index nail, again, I'm adding on some top coat, which I'm not going to cure just yet. And this is the nail I'm going to be putting some caviar beads on because I want it to be like a rosary necklace. And I saw someone, I can't remember who it was. I want to say it was Evie from Long Hair Pretty Nails, but I'm not sure. I do remember seeing someone put their caviar beads in like a top coat. That way it's easier to apply. And once I was doing this, it was coming along great. Like I had so much confidence. But again, the top coat was just making them slide everywhere, and they are super small. So one hit in the wrong direction and they were all just like sliding all over the place. So it's looking pretty good like here, but I did end up having to wipe all of these away because they were just not staying where I wanted them to be, and I end up having to put them one by one, doing them section by section just so it's a lot easier, which ended up being this part here, and it came out a lot nicer and a lot neater. And once I got all of them on, I did go ahead and cure them and then add on my cross charm. And that's pretty much it for this design. I did go ahead and cure my charm in place, and I did my thumb off camera, and this is how it looks. Next, I'm going to be finishing everything off by applying some cuticle oil and rubbing that into my cuticles. After rubbing everything in, this is how the finished set looks, and I am absolutely obsessed. Everything about this nail design just looks like so like pure. Like, I don't know, it just gives me like an angelic vibe. I love the gold, it looks so elegant, and I love the 3D and the angel sticker in the center. Like, that was honestly one of my favorite nails, if not like the index nail where I put the caviar beads and the cross charm. I just love everything about them, and I know I go on and on at the end of my videos saying like how much I love each nail, pointing out different things. But yeah, this is definitely one of my favorite nail designs this year, and I can only hope that with each passing week I'm getting better and better. And I just want to take a moment to say how much I really enjoy using the airbrush. Like, especially on my thumb, I was able to get it right in the center, and it was just so perfect. I love how like it's just an even blend coming outwards from the center. Here's a couple shots I took in like flash because the sun wasn't out, so I figured I should just give you guys a little bit more and let you guys see how they look under flash. So yeah, that's it for today's video. Let me know what you thought about today's set. Leave a comment down below, and as always, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.